Hello, and welcome to another episode of Like Cyn.
Everything I do is brand new. I must continue. Yeah, everything I do is brand new. I must continue. Yeah.
Amish Country! And today I am in a very little small town here in Ohio called Berlin, Ohio. A little bit like Berlin, Germany, but we say Berlin. Berlin. This is Berlin, Ohio. And this is the little Amish town where I grew up. The village of Berlin, the oldest existing village in Holmes County, was first planned on July 2nd, 1816 by John Swigert, a native of Berlin, Germany. Swigert's plan provided for 108 lots to be arrayed along 2 streets. Another early settler, Joseph Troyer, hailed from Berlin, Pennsylvania, and together Swigert and Troyer bestowed upon the new settlement the shared name of their respective hometowns. Berlin is located at a high point in Holmes County, and local legend holds that Swigert chose the site because, thus situated, the town could be more readily defended against Indian attack. Most of Berlin's early settlers were from Germany and Switzerland, having first settled in Pennsylvania, then migrated to Ohio. Early Berlin residents were members of a number of churches, including Methodist, Presbyterian, Baptist, and Mennonite. Amish settlers came later, establishing their first churches there in 1820. The Pomerine family was prominent in Berlin. Pomerine Hospital in Meldersburg is named for Joel Pomerine, a Civil War-era surgeon. Atlee Pomerine was a U.S. senator who once ran for the Democratic nomination for president. The Pomerine family house still stands along East Main Street. When my mother was young, her and her siblings spent some of their formative years growing up in the Pomerine house. The Pomerine house. This is the Pomerine house. My mom grew up in this house. Main Street, fudge and popcorn, that's new. All these houses here on Main Street used to have people living in them, and now all of them are gift shops, like every single one. This used to be the bargain hunter. That used to be the fire department. Atlee Pomerine, lawyer, statesman, United States Senator, 1911 to 1923. This tablet marks the home of distinguished Holmes County doctor, his wife Loretta Maxwell Pomerine, and is the birthplace of their 3 children. The interior has become a gift shop. My grandmother, Sadie Stutzman, passed away while living in this house. I never had the privilege to meet my maternal grandmother. Her calling hours took place in this parlor, in an old-fashioned American tradition known as laying out of the dead. Her coffin was on display in this room. Holmes County is home to an Amish community, the largest in the world, that draws many visitors to the county. The most common sight at an Amish community is the horse and buggy. It marks distinctively the separation of the Amish community from the rest of the world who uses the automobile for everyday transportation. Holmes County is noteworthy among Amish settlements in that it is home to a very diverse group of Amish. 11 distinct affiliations ranging from the New Order Amish, Old Order Amish, Schwarzentrooper Amish, Andy Weaver or Dan Church Amish, each having varying degrees of conservative ways. Growing up Mennonite, I've been asked many times about where does this religion come from. The Amish and the Mennonite are an outgrowth of the 16th century Anabaptist movement in Europe. During the Swiss Protestant Reformation, this group of people was considered radical for rejecting infant baptism and mandatory military service. They immigrated to America in hopes of religious freedom. Having crossed the Alleghenies by covered wagon, here they settled, farmed, and grew, until today their descendants in Holmes County and the surrounding counties constitute the largest community of Amish in the world. The Mennonite faith began first, with the Amish sect splitting 150 years later. Before I knew it, my time in the country was up, and I headed back to La La Land. Thanks for taking a trip with me to my hometown.
Amish Buddha Filmworks.
Join me every Thursday for a new Like Cyn.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe. All the social media links over here are down below. Click subscribe. Look for a new Like Cyn every Thursday.